10-10. Probably coincidence. $10-10. The key to Kingsmouth. Hey, I want that. I want that key. Alright. So, I'm trying to think if there's any... Either, like, a big clock in town. It's actually... Yeah, let's see if it actually saved it this time. What? What? Why is it showing this now? That's so bizarre. It's like it's... Unless I missed that before. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Who cares? The seat of power, the navigator... I must have missed it. Note stuck in the back of the painting reads, time is a promise of kings and gods. The hands of time point to truths written by kings in the words of God. Seriously? That's awesome. So there's no giant clock there, which I thought there might be. Let's check the church. Again, seems a little overly obvious, like referencing kings and gods. I mean, the numbers were just from the song, something to do with that. Okay. There's no basement or anything in this church, at least not that we can get to. Whoa, that's some weird... Oh, I see. I was like, this is some weird seating, but it was just the pews. I gotcha. Hey. Fellow Warlock. Or at least fellow blood magic user. I don't remember. I don't remember. I am close. Okay. I'm gonna go look in the back where the graveyard is. I wish I could keep the text on the screen all the time because I forget it like constantly. Hello, how are you guys doing? Burn forever in righteous fire. Oh, this is the side quest. I'm not gonna bother with that just a second. I want to focus on this one. Oh, what? Not pick this up? Not that I'll ever get all these. I don't think there'd be a clock back there. That would be weird. I really wish these things would stop aggroing. Get in my way. I'm gonna guess like none of these are relevant. Because I know these were from a quest earlier. I guess they all stand up simultaneously. They're like in sync. Alright. Let's check this side of the cemetery. There's a statue back there. Clean out this damn cemetery. Yeah, still on? Get on the ground. Wow, they didn't break through my shield. Oh, you did. And you paid for it. Alright, what's in here? Lord Bitten? Lord Bitten, twice shy, baby. Oh, it's a Templar symbol, I think. Alright, let's relook at that. It sounds like it's written like something through the Bible. It's not the church, but someone that lives close and might hang out the church quite a bit. Alright. Oh, right. There was that other priest building. Now, oh, we looked at that earlier. I don't know if that's it. Was it? I think it was this building. It was something priest. Is this off? At least we're getting all these things that will never open. The priest house. Solomon Priest. Solomon Grundy. Born on a Monday. Christened on Tuesday. Home of Kingsmouth Governor. Solomon Priest. See, yeah, okay, that does line up. It does line up with some other stuff that we were reading about. I still don't quite understand how the chaos thing works. Can't go inside. There's a basement. Aha. Oh, shit. Bloody tits. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. This is a long shot from hell. Or no, I said it was 1010. Okay. I didn't think so. Alright. That was the time that was pointed to by the clocks. So that's something. I'm presuming it has to do with this quest, which it may or may not. Damn it. What year did he die? Damn it, where'd I put my pen? That's the true mystery. I just had it here, writing a bunch of shit down. Here it is. So 1667 to 1682. Again, I feel like this is a long shot. But it's the only shot we got. Oops. 82? $1667. Okay. Wait, did I say 1667? 1667, yeah. But there's still something to do with the hands of time. Something, blah, blah, blah. Time is the province of kings and gods. The hands of the time point to truce written by the kings. Path is open to the enlightened. Path is open to the enlightened. There is light here, lighting up the wall. Is there any... What's throwing me off, too, is that sign that's, like, empty. That's weird to me. That feels off. You know, I was wondering if there's maybe some, like, numbers carved on the bottom of the house. Which would be, again, strange. But then again, so is a weird tentacly sea monster. There's no light. There is lights here. The only numbers is the time, 7 o'clock. And again, I feel like that's a huge stretch. Like that's just a local event happening at the time, and like this, which is more relevant. Unless it's something to do with these dates. 1580. Let me write that again. 1580 1666. Because that would explain why they wanted you to talk to that or find that painting in the first place, perhaps. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of led you over here. There's another light. Hey guys, what's up? Stop doing that. Thanks. I really feel like there's something to do with the lights. What do you think, dog? Dog's like, I think you're too dumb to figure this out. You know what? Eat my ass. Stupid dog. I never liked you. We have to read the meter. That's what it is. It's the power meter. There's lights here too, obviously. To metagame it a little bit, I think if it was something carved into the rock, it'd probably be pretty easy to see because of people running at low graphics. If they had to have like low textures, it could be really hard for them to see the numbers. Alright, so let's look at our other clues. Let's back up a little bit. There's no numbers here. At first I thought, okay, maybe the holes here align with the letters. But that would be too long, I think. Like if each number, like a number corresponding with a letter is what I'm saying. How many letters, how many numbers can we put into this, by the way? So we could put, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't mean it's 6 characters, but oh, it's got Bible stuff. Yeah. Oh, I got you. Okay, so Pet747 is saying this is going to needs Googling a bit unless you know Bible and stuff. So the 1010 was actually, it sounds like, was on track. I was actually on to something with that. And that guy's name, Bible verses 10:10. I remember how you. It's been a long time since I've been reading the Bible. All right, so I don't remember how they were written. I tried to like middle mouse button to open a new tab in the search. It says there's something in here. So is there something with like light? Because I only kind of read his comment because I intentionally was like trying to be. I like to help, but I also like trying to figure it out myself. But yeah, a bump in the direction is good because I'd have never thought to search for Bible verses 10:10. Thief comes only to steal, light. The thief comes only to steal and destroy. I'm looking for anything with numbers, basically. No. I think that's coincidence. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. There is a part of the Bible called Kings 10:10. Ah, and she gave the king 120 talents of gold, large quantities of spices and precious stones. Never again were so many spices brought in as those the queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. Then she gave the king a gift of 9,000 pounds. All right, so can we actually mess with this without it knocking this down? God damn it. That's annoying. It was how much gold? 120? Damn it. She gave him 420 gold. Aha! Thank you. Pets, I would have never figured that shit out. Like, the Bible verse, like, that was definitely, like, I think I would have gotten it eventually with the Bible verse. I forgot about there being a section of the Bible called Kings. Like, I haven't looked at a Bible seriously since I was, like, 12, so you'll have to forgive me on that one. Oh, yeah, Jolinar. That happens a lot now. So there's a ton of, like, the new, I don't know if I call it a scam, but the new bullshit is there's two things you got to look out for. One, people commenting and saying, hey, man, I love your videos. Hey, I know this is marked as spam because it's got a link in it, but, like, this is going to be good for your channel, or this is something really important for you, or something like that. One, it's spam. It actually is spam. So you should mark it as such and probably block them from posting on your channel. The other thing you'll see a lot, and this actually tricked me, and I don't know all the details on this one, but if somebody's comment is like really short and says like, hey, nice content, or good stuff, like something really generic and short, but it's marked as spam, do not flag it as not spam. Because I've heard that what they're doing is something to do with, and I'll move off of YouTube shop talk in a second because I know you're like, I want to see what's on the computer. Me too. But long story short, don't do it because I've heard they can use some kind of exploit where because you've okayed a message from them, like somehow spammers can now be friends with them and post on your stuff. Because I had that happen after that. People were able to post links, like spam links, and they got through spam's YouTube spam filter, when normally it catches that. Now, it could have been a coincidence that happened, but yeah, also don't approve those. All right, sorry for the YouTube shop talk there. Thanks again for your help on that, by the way, Pets. Thanks for being, like, mostly being, like, vague, so that you kind of got me pointing in the right direction, but I still had to figure it out myself. I like that. That's the perfect type of hint, where, like, I'm not, like, off in left field, but I'm also have to work on it because that's what makes this game so interesting. Anyway, hints. As the famous Solomon priest once said, light conquers all. So let's bring this up. Oh, wait. I got to go to Google. I keep forgetting this is not Chrome. Oh, it's not Google. Why can I not? There it goes. Helps if you spell it right. Ah, so it's, yeah, it's probably, damn it, why is it doing that? It's annoying. Must be some kind of weird formatting on this page. If I highlight it, though... Damn it, come on. There we go. I'm going to try all one word. All right, let's try it with spaces. Aha! All right. That one was pretty easy. Google pretty much did the work for me. You know what's funny? And I know I apologize that I keep going off on side tangents. But what's interesting about this is that when the game first came out, I bet these were a lot harder to find because you like as far as Google knows, you've got people just Googling random things. But as more and more people Google the thing and find the link that works for them, it ends up pushing that link higher up in the search results so that people like me who have it easy and come in later and search for the same thing, it's going to, even if you're not looking for the direct, like, okay, just tell me how to do this thing, even if you're trying to do it legit, it's going to probably push up the results that were actually helpful for people to solve the puzzles in game. Does that make sense? I'm pretty sure that's how that would have worked. Very interesting. Anyway, sorry again. All right. Access secure artifacts. Yeah. Ooh. Nice. I want to see what the other thing was. Format C:. All right. Oh, hello. Wait. I'm afraid to... Okay, so I can just collect them. All right. I didn't know if I had to do a certain order. Nice. And that should be our daily. Yes. Challenge complete. We're back up to 6,600 flying Minotaur points. Oh, we can't use the computer anymore. I wanted to see what the other thing was. If you wanted the keys to the family basement, you just had to ask. Thought it was super cute watching you solve our own puzzles. As should be apparent by now, we have a thing for labyrinths. Stems from a healthy cultivation of paranoia, malice, and wit. That said, there may be Illuminati puzzles in the future that we don't have the answers to. Our historical archives are incomplete. Many Kingsmouth records were charred in the fire of 1712, and the digital transfer of compromised ancient material never goes seamlessly, regardless of what Cassini may have you believe. Nice. Open this bag to receive your reward. See, why does it not tell me what I got? That's weird to me. Well, that's just weird, period. It's not just weird to me. Okay. Very interesting. So yeah, that kind of stuff is really cool. Like that is that's really awesome. I like the red herrings. The red herrings are really cool. I think that's a good like side effect. So I mean, you could get the puzzle like eventually, but if you just like guessed randomly, it would take longer. I think that's a good thing. So I'm just gonna go outside. I'm probably gonna wrap it up here. There are lots of such stuff, and you need to decode runes into letter and shit. Wow. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I did read a lot about, like, when this whole Secret World Legends thing was coming up, I did read a good bit about, like, the puzzles and whatnot. Because I've got an MMO addiction problem. Like, I got an MMO problem and I got a time problem. They're kind of together. Like, I can't... like, even if I wasn't making videos... I could easily play like 3 MMOs at a time. Easily. At one point, I was active in like 2 MMOs at once. Hell, technically right now, I've got 3 MMOs going on. I've got WoW, I've got Elder Scrolls Online, and I've got this. Now, this I don't plan to spend a ton of time in. And if it's something that I play, it's probably something that I'll just come back to on occasion when I feel like doing some like like interesting puzzles and stuff like that. But and it's not like a slight on the game. It's more of a I don't have the time to play all the MMOs that I want to play and like all the single player games. I'm gonna hang out on your cop car. How you like them apples? But yeah, we're just gonna wind down here a little bit and just kind of mentally unwind after that. So no more quests after this if you wanna bug out. But oh, we'll go talk to the sheriff too. But yeah, I'm totally digging the quests. Like I really like that somebody has been like, look, these are going to be hard ass puzzles. And obviously, again, if you really wanted to, you could look up a walkthrough or a video on YouTube, and somebody's going to show you how to do it. I mean, technically, we just did that. But I feel like the type of person who plays this game, and I could be wrong, doesn't want to do that. Like, I feel like they get the joy from figuring it out. Like, that's a big part of what this game is. And if I could be wrong, but didn't Funcom even say that this Secret Worlds Legend reboot was going to be... The game was basically turning into a role-playing game with online components, or... Not quite like that. I think they said something like an interactive RPG. Basically saying that, look, you're probably going to play this game almost entirely solo, and we're okay with that. There's other people to interact with and sell with, but we understand that most people who play this are going to be more interested in the solo play than the other stuff. Which I think, if they said that, is a very interesting attitude to have. Not bad or negative, just interesting. Anyway, let's exhaust the dialogue options with these two, and then we'll wrap it up. Just because, I like just hearing the stuff they say.
Well, I don't mind telling you, this makes no damn sense to me. And I hate to be the one drawing a blank on Final Jeopardy. But right now, folks just need me to look like I got all the answers. The questions, they come later, along with the grieving. Then, after a little time, folks will lose their hankering for the questions. Fact is, a few of them in high places get downright evasive about it.
By the way, Pets, so did you play... this first, two questions before we go back to the dialogue, Pets. Obviously, you're more familiar with this game. So did you play this like for a while? Like, have you been playing it up until now? And like, so have you done like the in-game stuff? If so, like, what do most people do? Is there like raids that people do? Obviously, I know Legends is new, but like on the old one, the Secret World, was there like raids that people were doing, or did almost nobody do that? Was it all just grinding for stuff? I'm curious about that. And I had another question, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, we'll go back to the dialogue stuff.
I never do quit. It's a bad habit. I'm just a sheriff after all, not some forensic detective like on that CSI. Thought I had it the worst when the Ravens came around years ago. Was an ugly time for Kingsmouth. Not the kind that makes it to the news. The kind we keep inside. Now, I see those Ravens are all back in town. They with you? Or should I bring them in for questioning? If you're planning on striking out of town, Kingsmouth hospitality dictates I gotta set you right. And I need you to keep this on the down low. But there's worse out there than our undead problem. Worse than anything that shuffles along on two legs, that's for sure. I'm about as pleased as can be that I didn't catch a better look. Could be the kind of thing that gives a nightmare nightmares. You want to stay in the light. Keep out of the trees, out of the fog. We got a few folks left holding out across the island. Well, that was last time I could check, and I'm an optimist. Pays to see the donut, not the hole. Red's Shack at Tolba Bay, the Innsmouth Academy, the Wabanaki Indian Grounds. They should still be safe. Could be the others like you, that wolf fella, have set up camp out there. Toasting marshmallows and such. And steer clear of the pumpkin patch, eh? Just a feeling.
It makes me immediately want to go to the pumpkin patch.
Guess you could say I got lucky. Around the time this mess kicked off, I was up at the old lighthouse checking in on Sam Krieg, Maine's best-selling export. Oh, sure, we do that fancy book learning around these parts, too. Never much cared for horror stories or the man himself. Waving a rifle around in a dressing gown, juiced up, heck of a disturbance of the peace. Well, turns out that was the last of the piece. I gotta write this down, Sheriff. This is goddamn manna from heaven, he says to me when the fog let go. I left him magnuming that opus and hightailed it back to town. Tried to bring Ellie Franklin with me, but Kingdom Come and couldn't pry her from that mansion. Real monster house in the West Island. You can't miss it. I'd appreciate you letting them know we're still here for when they're done playing survivalists. You sure you want to be talking to me about all this stuff? I mean, I'm probably flattered that you think I'm in on it all. Truth is, I'm always the last to be invited to the midnight meetings at Town Hall. Reckon I must be all thumbs when it comes to secret handshakes. I know this island's cut from a different cloth. A damn weird cloth. Sure as there's a difference between being homely and being plain stupid. Take it from me, no one around these parts is a dope. Not all the time.
I know some of these we've heard, like the secret world. I don't remember if you listened to all of it.
Everybody knows, or knows someone who knows. Salem's got nothing on us. We had an episode with torches and pitchforks only 25 years ago now. But my job, I gotta do it wearing this police jacket. Not a robe and a wizard hat.
I cast magic missile. I like her. She's cool.
The Lady Margaret was a traumatic experience for everyone on board. They were changed men when they came back. I visited with all of them in the days following their return.
Oh yeah, what did they change into? Oh, actually, I guess they literally did change.
In my office, there are detailed transcripts of our sessions. I'm afraid it all happened so fast that day there was no time to pack. I hope they may shed some light on what happened out there.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up for now. Let's see. Oh, so I was going to read what Pets was saying. This is different than other MMOs, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. I've not really done any in-game stuff, but there's some raids in Dungeon and... Yeah, I know there's PvP in Legends. I know for sure. But again, I have zero interest in that. Well, I mean, again, we might try it once or twice, but MMO PvP is very low on my list. More interested in the story and puzzles myself. I totally agree. But yeah, the stories and stuff, like I want to find those little hidden knowledge things so I can fill all that out and read all about it. Like I say, the only... Well, actually, you know what? Remember earlier how I was saying... you might not have been in here. I'm kind of talking generally, I guess, because this is also going on YouTube, shameless self-promotion. But when I was talking about... No, not this. The Legends, I was like, oh, well, you know, kind of a problem with this kind of a thing is, you know, you find little bits and pieces, but we have almost all the fire. But I was like, well, the problem is, you know, once you're kind of done with the area, there's going to be some that you inevitably miss. So it's going to be a pain to find them. Which in-game would actually, it's true. Like, I have no idea where Legend Entry 8 might end up being. But because it's labeled, I could just say, all right, I'm done with this zone. I just want to find out what the lore is. And I could just Google where to find, like, you know, 1712 Fire, Legend Entry number 8, and then Legend Entry number 9. So I wish there was an in-game way to do that a little bit better, so that it would say, again, so just very roughly, it was to say, okay, in, you know, the main portion of town, you have 5 of 10 honeycomb, like, knowledge marks. At the airport, you have... 7 of 8. That way you at least know how many there are, and when you're done with an area, so you're not checking the whole map if you don't want to Google it. But anyway, that's enough rambling for me, and I've mentioned that before. But anyway, yeah, tomorrow I probably will not be streaming Secret World. I want to start playing the Diablo expansion with the Necro. Not really an expansion, just basically a new class. So I'll probably be streaming that for maybe the rest of the week. And I'm not sure when I'll be back to Secret World. Like I say, I want to finish up this area. I know that somebody was saying that if you finish all the side quests, and I think if you kill all the named creatures, you actually get like a special costume. So I at least wanted to finish one area of this game. I want to see... Can I change the map to that area? Exit to Savage Coast, what? Okay, that's just, all right, it's just saying it, gotcha. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, we might go into the next area just to see what it looks like. I'm going to guess it's not too different than where we're at now. But I'll kind of make a judgment call from there, like how much more we'll keep doing. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching, whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube. Definitely leave comments, like the videos if you're watching on YouTube. That does help me out a bunch. And I will see you guys next time.